Thank you. Now I request our beloved chairperson, CA Divya S, to give us welcome address.
Dignitaries on the dais, Mr Gagandeep Ahuja, Senior Executive Vice President, Senior Regional Business Head, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Bangalore. Guest of Honor, CA Kota S. Srinivas, Senate Council Member and Program Director, Secretary Manjunath Hallur, my colleagues in Managing Committee, all the speakers of today's program, past chairmen, my dear professional colleagues, Bangalore branch staff, ladies and gentlemen. A very pleasant morning to each one of you and hearty welcome to each one of you for today's seminar on bank branch audit. In the digital world, the banking industry is undergoing a radical shift, one driven by new competition from fintechs, changing business models, mounting regulations, compliance pressures, and disruptive technologies. In the view of various problems being faced in the banking sectors, chartered accountants as auditors of these banks have larger role to play, especially in safeguarding the interest of the public and stakeholders, and also paving way for the growth and development of our country. As an annual program of Bangalore branch of SIRC of ICI, we are glad to organize today's seminar on bank branch audit for the benefits of members who are involved in bank audits. We CAs who are adept with the recent developments in banking sector help banks in disclosing a true and fair view of financial statements. We are fortunate to have Mr Gagandeep Ahuja, Senior Vice President, Senior Regional Business Head, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Bangalore as Chief Guest of today's program to inaugurate. His vast experience and in-depth knowledge in banking sector of our chief guest and all the speakers will definitely be a very great value addition to all of us. The deliberations during this seminar will definitely make the delegates adopt the digital technology and techniques to maintain the quality in the bank audits, safeguarding the interest of public and protecting their funds. I thank our chief guest once again, guest of honor, the experienced speakers, CA Shyam Ramadhyani sir, CA Manohar Gupta sir, CA Premnath D, CA PR Suresh, and all the delegates for participating in today's event. I also thank CA Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Singhal, Chairman of Auditing and Assurance Standard Board of ICA, CA Vishal Doshi, Vice Chairman Auditing and Assurance Board of ICA. Before I conclude, I would like to make a small announcement regarding our future programs. On 27th March to 29th March, we have 3 days workshop on bank branch audit at Vasant Nagar branch premises. I request all of you to kindly register and take part in it. And on 30th March, we have bank audit seminar for students. I request all of you to kindly send your articles for the program. With this, I would like to conclude and happy learning. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning once again, esteemed members. I have a proud privilege in introducing today's chief guest, Gagandeep Ahuja, sir. Gagandeep Ahuja is a Senior Executive Vice President, Senior Regional Business Head at Kotak Mahindra Bank. He has done his schooling from Kendriya Vidyalaya and then B.Tech from CAAT, MBA Marketing from FMS Baroda. He has done certificate course in Digital Business Leadership Program from Cornell University. Presently, he is working as Senior Executive Vice President at Kotak Mahindra. He was Territory Manager at Whirlpool Corporation in 2002, Area Sales Manager in HDFC Bank in 2003, Branch Manager Surat in Citibank India from 2004 to 2008. He has done Cluster Head for Gujarat and MP in 2008 at ING Vaishya Bank, Regional Head for Gujarat and MP Mumbai from 2011 to 2013 at ING Vaishya Bank, Head of Institutional Business for North, West, East at ING Vaishya Bank, National Head, Institutional Business from April 2015 to April 2016 at Kotak Mahindra Bank in New Delhi. Senior VP and RBM, Branch Banking from April 2016 to Jan 2020, Mumbai, Maharashtra, India. Executive Vice President, Regional Business Manager at Kotak Mahindra. With this brief introduction, I present before you Gagandeep Ahuja, sir. We also have with us CA Kotaya Srinivas, sir, Central Council member and Program Director for today's program. Thank you for gracing the occasion, sir. And can I request all the dignitaries on the dais and speakers and MC members come on to the dais for inauguration by lighting the lamp.
य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति कामं 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 कामपुरुषो पुरुषो निर्मिमाणः निर्मिमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तद्ब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते तस्मिन् लोकः शतः सर्वे तदूनात्यति कश्चन एतद्वैत 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 एतद्वैत.
Thank you, guests and esteemed members. And now, can I request our Program Director, Central Council member, CA Kotaya Srinivas, to address the gathering.
Namaskara. Dignitaries on the dais, we have the chief guest of the day, Mr Gagandeep Ahuja. From Kotak Mahindra Bank, and we have the chairman of Bangalore branch, CA Divya S. I should say she is the first chairman who being an entrepreneur. The Bangalore branch has got, we have seen almost 53 chairmen. I think she is the 54th chairman. We usually have chairmen who are in practice. Almost 52 will be in practice, 1 or 2 may be from industry. But she is the first lady chairperson who is an entrepreneur. So congratulations, Divya. So the Secretary of Bangalore branch, Manjunath, the Vice Chairman Pramod, Treasurer Kavita, the past Chairman Ravindra Kore, the speakers of the day, Manohar Gupta sir and other speakers. Good morning to each and every one of you and welcome to this bank audit seminar. In fact, earlier years, most of you would have attended bank audit seminar. We used to close the registrations. When I was a chairman, I think 650 odd people used to attend. Now the numbers are decreasing. You know why is the reason why the numbers are decreasing. The scope of bank audit is also decreasing. So, first reason for the decrease of scope of bank audit is technology. That is first main thing is technology. I was just talking to the chief guest. How many of your branches gets audited? He said none of our branches gets audited. Means from external people, from the external chartered accountants as such. He says earlier we used to have 1 week, 15 days, or even 1 month of the bigger branches. Today, because of technology, it will happen within 2 to 3 days. Am I right, sir? So the first and the foremost thing we should understand as members, the reduction of bank audits is the technology. The first reason is technology, which is taking over a lot of things, and maybe I can see many of the seniors here. Even when I started my CA in 91, we used to enter the bank audits where everything was manual. Nothing was computerized. Not even one computer was there. Most of the seniors who are sitting here will vouch for my words here. Even when I went for the bank audit initially, not even one system was there in the bank branches. So that was the case when everything was manual, but today everything is computerized. So that has taken a toll. Next thing is, initially, if you see the bank branch audits we were doing, there was based on the advances. Initially, it was 75 lakhs, 1 crore, 5 crores, and 20 crores and above, all the branches were under audit. But from past 2-3 years, the RBI said, or the bankers decided that it will cover the audits of such branches where it can at least complete 90% of the advances, both funded and non-funded advances. Last year, it came down to 80% of the advances, and this year it has come to 70%. So RBI said 70% of the advances, both funded and non-funded, can be brought under audit. From next year onwards, they say it's the discretion of the bankers to decide the percentage. So when these things are happening, of course, ICA is representing every year. This year also we have represented, but somehow that RBI says, RBI has given that notification where it should be 70% this year, and next year it will be at the discretion of the bankers to decide whether it will be 70% or 60% or 50% as such. When once these percentages reduces, the number of branches coverage will also automatically reduce. And earlier they were issuing 3 branches to a particular chartered accountant. This time they have made only 2 branches, so that at least there will be some more opportunities for members to do bank branch audits as such. One more thing is, when I said 70%, we had a discussion, ICA had a discussion with all the central statutory auditors for all the banks. A couple of discussions, meetings happened. And one thing was assured by all the central statutory auditors, that they will not remove any existing auditors. In that panel, they may not remove any existing auditors, but they may not recruit fresh auditors. So whoever is there in the existing panel, they will not remove them. And because it is 2 branches, they will allot 2 branches. Whatever may be the percentage, when once they have to accommodate all the existing auditors, they will do it. So whatever the percentage comes, whether it comes to 70%, 75%, they will do it. But year on year, after 4 years, there will be retirement of auditors. There will be cooling period. So when once the number of auditors reduce, that number of branches will also reduce, so that the percentage will go as it is. So this was one assurance we got from central statutory auditors, so that maybe if there are no new recruitment, at least the existing auditors will not be disturbed for next couple of years as such. Coming to the quality of bank audit, of course, all of us are doing the bank audit for many years. I should not say there should not be any quality as such. If you see some of the countries where banks have failed, And if you see the country like India, with such huge population, I think the banking systems are still, I should say, not failed. One of the reasons being the audit. I hope the chief guest will agree with me. The banking systems in India are stable because of the audits that we do, sir. You agree for that? Yeah. So that is one thing where we should also be proud that we being the chartered accountants are doing that audit for several years. But when once we go and talk to the RBI for the audit opportunity or audit things, they say, what is that? The quality of chartered accountants will be questioned. Last year in Newton, we have also introduced this MOC column where whenever you just come across anything where you have to report in a MOC, we had requested you to put it in the UDIN. So I feel that you should continue that, and wherever MOC is there, you just don't hesitate to raise an MOC. We have seen in bank audits, when once we go for audit, the manager says everything is on the system. Everything is under the server, everything is a system. All the accounts are already reviewed by the system, so there cannot be any scope for being a NPA. Whatever they have classified NPA, there cannot be any further scope for making any loan as an NPA. So don't get into those words, my sincere request. Just do a thorough audit of all those advances. Now they are saying 70% of the advances to be audited. So in 70%, I request all of you to do 100%. So don't do 70% of 70%, then it will be only, the coverage will be 49% or 50%. So I usually do 100% whenever I have done in past 15 years, when I have done bank audit, I have done 100%. We used to do 100% of the advances. So I also request you people at least do 100% of the advances, so that at least that 70% will be at least will be there. So one thing I should also tell to the bankers, it's not that whenever we do the audit, always we come across some mistakes or there'll be some fraud. Each and every audit, you cannot expect a chartered accountant to unearth some frauds over there. I'm not saying there'll be frauds, but the bankers also should not expect every audit there'll be some frauds unearthed from an audit as such. The purpose of audit is, sir, even to ensure that whatever the systems are there that are in place. So whatever the systems are there, and whether the bankers are following that systems, whether all the regulations are followed, these things also we verify. It's not that when a chartered accountant comes for a bank audit or branch audit, the bankers expect that they will get us all the mistakes in that particular thing. And it is not possible also, because we be doing audit of 365 days within 3 to 4 days or maximum 7 days. And one more thing I would like to tell all of you is don't come under the pressure of the managers or the bankers, where they say last time the auditors did for 2 days, 3 days. This is a general dialogue, I think all of us are listening. So let us not get into that. Whatever the number of days you require, maybe 7 days, 8 days. And let me tell you one thing, when it was manual accounts, I used to complete audit maybe within 1 day or 2 days. But when it is computerized, I will take minimum 7 days. So that is the thing that happens. When it was manual I was doing, I used to do within 1 day, covering all 100% of the advances, sometimes 1 day or 2 days. But now, definitely we cannot complete the audit within a day or two. Definitely it requires 7 to 8 days as such. So saying this, I would like to say that whoever has got the bank audits, congratulations for all of you. And next time onwards, there is one more condition for proprietors. Until unless they have a chartered accountant, full-time chartered account paid assistant, they may not be eligible to get the bank audit. So my sincere request, either you have to increase your this thing, like instead of proprietors, you may have to get some of your juniors as partners, or at least you can employ them as paid assistants, so that you will be eligible to get the bank audits. Coming to this, some of the audits, like if anybody is doing this listed company audits, or if anybody is doing the central statutory auditors, or even the insurance company audits, AQMM is effective from 1st of April. So any of your firms who are doing any of these audits, that AQMM, audit quality maturity model, has to be prepared. That's a self-preparation. From 1st of April, it is compulsory. I request all of you to go through that and get into that. Also, there was this thing for peer review for all the firms where they are doing certain audits, or the firms having 5 or more partners. So getting their firms peer reviewed certificate is compulsory from 1st of April 2023. Otherwise, you cannot accept any statutory audits. So yesterday, day before yesterday, we had the council meeting. So we have decided that it will be postponed by 3 months. So it will be applicable from 1st of July. So those firms who have not got your peer review certificate, I request all of you to get those certificates at the earliest. And this Auditing and Assurance Standards Board, I should also thank them for organizing this particular program. And from Center for Quality Audit, they have prepared one checklist for all the bank branch audits. I think yesterday I've shared in my WhatsApp group. Otherwise, I can share for those members who doesn't know my number. So there is a checklist. So whenever you get into the bank branch audit, you can tell your article students so that they can prepare all those things. That will be very helpful for you to complete the audit. So with these words, once again I thank and congratulate Bangalore branch for organizing this particular one-day seminar. Apart from this, they are also doing workshops. So in workshop of 3 days, I request all of you to also participate in that and also bring your students where in detail most of the things will be discussed so that you can get a lot of clarifications. Once again, thank you, and I wish a happy learning for the entire day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your address, for the benefit of delegates, insights on bank audit, do's and don'ts. Thank you so much. Now, can I request Sri Gagandeep Ahuja, sir, chief guest for the day, to deliver his inaugural address.
A very good morning to all. Namaskara. First of all, I would like to thanks for having me here. I would like to thank and sincere appreciation to the office bearer of SIRC, Chairman CA Divya, Vice Chairman Pramod Hedge, Secretary CA Manjunath, and of course CA Mr. Kotha. Mr. Gupta, I interacted before we sat on the dais. I think I'm happy to see the Bangalore branch taking so much effort and taking so many initiatives, whether through conferences, seminars, workshops, to build knowledge and upgrade all of us. That's really a great job we are doing. Today's topic, so I'm not an auditor, I have never worked in audit side, while of course 2 decades of banking experience. Worked as business head on the institutional side and now on the consumer banking side. But day in, day out, have interacted with auditors. I have a couple of things I'll say. I think I have about 10 minutes I saw in the slot to talk. So I think that today's topic chosen is of great relevance and there are reasons for that. Number one, of course, the globalization. Things are, it's one world today. Whatever happens in US, we've seen what happens to SVB, what happened in the subprime crisis time, what happened when some Hindenburg sends a report, and then what happens to Adani stock. So it's basically one world today. Second, I think the complexity of financial transaction. I mean, I think when I was a branch manager, probably in 2007 in Citibank, that time, and now if I look at today, I think that the complexity of financial ecosystem and transactions have evolved in a big way. Third, I think I heard, and I think we will definitely use this word many times during the day, which is tech. I think that technology is really shaping the way businesses will happen. And if I were to say this, that probably whatever we've learned till yesterday, I think it has no relevance in the future. So tech is really changing, and with this whole AI, artificial intelligence, and the automation, we are hearing a lot of news about ChatGPT, how this OpenAI one platform is disrupting the whole technology. A lot of things are coming up. Fourth, I would say, the parallel currency, we hear about Bitcoin, we hear about, the whole blockchain technology. We hear about, non-physical currency. Of course, we also have launched in India now. So I think with that coming in, I think the ecosystem is again really changing. Uh, the payment space. I mean, over the last 5 years, if you see how the Bharat Pay, the NPCI, the Paytms of the world, and the new banks have come in. I think we are talking about branch audit today. I would say that I'm not sure whether bank branch will exist 10 years from now. Forget the audit. Forget the audit, the way things are moving. I don't know how many of you heard this bank, ING. There are various banks now, ING Direct, in Australia. It's a non-bank, non-branch bank. And the way neobanks are coming up, the banks also, the incumbent banks, large banks, we have a threat from all these changes. And of course, I think the whole focus from our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, I think the focus on financial inclusion, I think it's really pushing the ecosystem, financial ecosystem in a big way. So these are a couple of things which I felt that these are defining the whole financial landscape, and of course will impact audit as such. Role of CA, I think chartered accountants is very, very instrumental, very, very important when it comes to audit, bank audit, because of course identifying the process lapses, the risk the business is running, ultimately safeguarding the interest of stakeholder. I think we play a very, very vital, important role. I won't get into the details of, I'm sure during the day, Mr. Gupta and other speakers will have a detailed discussion on, how the future, what is the future of audit and what needs to be done. I will leave all of you with just two thoughts. One is, again, I'm speaking about this, which is, I think all of us have to embrace the tech change. The analytics, the automation, the digital thinking, the leadership, I think all of that is going to be changing in future. All of us will have to upskill, all of us will have to basically know what's happening on the tech space, otherwise we will be left behind. And second, I think everything has to be looked at from a customer lens. I mean, whether it is branch business or anything, I think that's what in Kotak, as a bank, we are now looking at everything from customer lens. Even if it is audit, we will look at from a customer lens. So basically, these are the two thoughts I will leave you all with. And thank you once again for having me today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that brief inaugural address. Thank you so much for your insights from banker's angle and the role of CAs in bank audit and the adoption of technology, upskilling of ourselves and whatnot. Thank you so much. Now we would like to felicitate our chief guest, and can I request all the MC members come onto the dais and then. Before vote of thanks, I would like to announce that we have workshops on bank branch audit at Vasant Nagar premises on 27th, 28th, and 29th between 2:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Totally 9 hours CPE. I request all the delegates present here to register themselves and then enrich their knowledge. And also we have a bank branch audit seminar for students at again Vasant Nagar premises on 30th March 2023. I request delegates to send your articles, students, and then staff members to attend the student seminar. Yeah. On behalf of Bangalore branch of SIRCF ICI, I thank the delegates who have taken their time out to enrich their knowledge before they start the bank branch audit in the first week of April. Thank you all for your support. Keep supporting. I thank Chief Guest Mr Gagandeep Ahuja sir for accepting our invitation and gracing the occasion. Thank you so much, sir. I also thank CA Kotaya Srinivas sir, Central Council member and Program Director for this program, for gracing the occasion and then delivering the address to the members. Thank you, sir. I thank all the speakers for taking their time out in their busy schedule to deliberate on subjects and then help the delegates to enrich their knowledge on bank branch audit. Thank you so much, sir. I thank all the MC members of branch for your support. And once again, thank all the delegates. This ends the inaugural session. Happy learning.